feel like you go through life with your head down, your earphones in, never looking to the left or to the right? Do you ever feel tense, stressed, or just that you don't have anyone that you're connecting with? We all feel like that sometimes. This world is a crazy place. It's busy, there's people everywhere, but yet sometimes we don't even know who's around us. We don't really connect. I have an easy solution for this everyday problem, something that doesn't take any time at all. It is smiling. I hope today that as we talk about smiling, that you'll be more motivated to smile every day to those that you love, to strangers, and especially to the people who might need an uplift in their life. Look at this painting here. This is a famous painting. Why is it famous? Because they're frowning. They don't look very pleasant. How about this painting? What made the Mona Lisa so famous? It's her smirk, her smile. It's made art scholars and enthusiasts question for years about that little smirk. As my guests were coming in, I had them take a survey if they could determine the difference between a genuine smile and a fake smile. This one they voted as 80% chose this as a genuine smile and this as a fake, and they were correct. The next one, which we can't see very well, is which one is here is a genuine smile, the woman or the man? The votes came in, 75% for the man and 25% for the woman, and they were correct. Even though she has a very happy face, the smile is in the eyes. His eyes are a little bit squinted. Even though his mouth isn't showing at all, it's obvious that he has a genuine smile. This gets a little trickier now. A or B, which one is the genuine smile? And we had a vote come in, 100% on the first one. And this, A or B, which one is the genuine smile? The second one, that is correct. I had a question for my audience, and I said, is a smile contagious? And everyone agreed that a smile is contagious. How about this question? Ask yourself this. If a person is in no mood for smiling, they should A, wait until they feel like smiling can produce a genuine smile, or B, smile anyways, whether it's fake or real. 67% of my audience polled said you should smile anyways, whether it's fake or real, and 33% weren't sure about that, and they thought that a smile should be genuine. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, what the difference is, and is it okay to have a fake smile? In 1867, Mark Twain visited New York City, and this is what he said. New York is a splendid desert, a domed and steepled solitude where the stranger is lonely in the midst of millions of his race. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel lonely when you're surrounded by people, like you're not connecting? Let's talk about how often we smile. The average child smiles 400 times a day, adults only 20. What's happened between childhood and adulthood that we're not smiling as much? Of course, the happiest adults double that at about 45. A smile can transform the world around you because it begins by transforming yourself. What does it do for you? People who smile regularly, it's been studied, live longer, an average of 7 years longer. People who smile have a higher pain threshold. They are more successful in their relationships and in business. People who smile have a stronger immune system. They get sick less often and they're more able to fight off infection. And people who smile more often have less stress. It is a natural stress reducer. So really, smiling is like a feel-good party in your brain. So what exactly is happening in the brain when you're smiling? Well, when you smile, your brain thinks that you have been rewarded, and as a result, it releases neuropeptides into your brain. And then the brain of others, coaxes them to smile and return to you, which continues the cycle. So what are these neuropeptides? Well, we're going to talk about them. They're basically chemical signals that are sent to your brain to tell you how you're feeling, whether that's anxious or happy or depressed. But when you smile, there's 3 specific neuropeptides that are released: dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin. Dopamine, as we know, relaxes your body. It lowers your blood pressure and reduces your heart rate. Endorphins are a natural pain relief. And serotonin is an antidepressant and a mood lifter. So you can see how just a smile can begin to transform the world as it begins to transform yourself. Everyone knows that people who smile are more attractive, but it is noted that 71% of women say that this is the most desirable trait, 58% of men. And a smile makes you more memorable. People will remember your face more if you had a smile on your face. Let's talk about babies. We all know that a baby smile just melts our hearts. But why does a baby smile? Well, there's a couple different views on this, but we know for sure that one thing is common in all these views. A smile's purpose is to connect us to other human beings. The ethological view of babies is that they smile as a cue to their caregivers to feed them and clothe them and keep them safe. And this will, in turn, allow the baby to have, genetic continuation. Another view is psychologist John Bowlby, who is the author of The Attachment Theory. And he says that smiling draws your caregiver close to you, and they smile back. And that relationship of trust is formed at a very early age as a result of these innate signals that a baby gives. The closeness that's developed as an infancy develops that trust which continues as a base throughout that child's life. Here's a man named Lee Tom Perry. Now, he went by Tom in his life, and when he was a young businessman, Tom moved his family from California to New York City. And as he began working and riding the subway in to work every day, he began to feel discouraged that everyone had their heads down, were focused on their own life, and really kind of had a scowl on their face. He told his wife that he was discouraged, and he was actually thinking about moving his family back to cheery, sunny, happy California. His wife said, "Well, have you done anything about it?" Tom noticed that there was one particular man who every day, regularly, stood on the same platform with his newspaper. When the train came, he got and sat in the exact same seat. Well, Tom thought, I have an opportunity here. He decided to mix things up. So one day, Tom got there earlier than the man normally did. He stood on his platform, and then he got on the train and he sat in the man's seat. This went on for 2 or 3 days until the 4th day, when the man showed up even earlier than Tom so that he could have his platform, and he sneered at Tom. In the midst of the sneer, Tom walked up to him laughing and told him the whole story. The man thought that this was great. It wasn't long before a friendship developed between Tom and this man. Soon there were 3 or 4 of them who, every day, they were racing for that platform spot and that seat on the train. Then it was 10 people. A deep friendship developed between these men, and this continued for years, all because one man decided he wasn't just going to allow the scowls of those around him to affect him, and he wanted to make a difference. And it started with a smile, with a laugh. So here we go. Here's a little cycle. This is a symbiotic cycle that happens with us and our fellow man as we smile. You smile at someone, your brain releases feel-good chemicals. Their brain signals them that they should smile, and then those same chemicals are released in their brain. The world begins to transform as a result. So why don't we smile at strangers more? Well, we have a lot of reasons. First of all, we're concerned with our own things. We're busy. We're thinking about other things. The answer to that is to be present. Look up. Look around you. See who's there. See who might need a smile. Or just see if you can smile just to cheer yourself up. A second reason we don't is because, listen, we might not be in the mood to smile. It might be not really a genuine smile. Well, Nick Hunt said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile is the source of your joy. So that question back there, should you smile even when you don't feel like it? I would say, yes, you should. And actually, research has proven that even if your smile isn't 100% genuine at first, that it still reduces stress and has a great impact for you. Now, the old saying, fake it till you make it, really does apply here. Every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. That was Mother Teresa. Now, I was at Winco the other day, and there was a woman who was acting a little bit strange, and I could tell that maybe she had some special needs, or she had some mental incapacities. And as I was shopping, I saw her throughout the store, and it happened to be that when I was bagging my groceries, she was bagging up her groceries. And as we were bagging and I was about to load everything up and go my way, I didn't even glance up at her. But then I remembered this talk about smiling, and I decided I needed to make an effort. So I looked up at her and I asked her how she liked Winco and the new Winco that had opened up. And she said she loved Winco. And we had a short conversation, and she went on her way and I went on my way. But I can tell you that my spirits were lifted. I felt better. not because I had done anything great, but because I had just reached out to another human being. So, as you go about your day, tomorrow, this week, next week, I hope you will make an effort to think about smiling, because smiling is really an act of compassion. Yes, oftentimes we may not feel like we have a genuine smile within us, but as we look into the eyes of our fellow human beings, we can always find something, some little bit of love or compassion that can bring about a genuine smile. But if not, fake it till you make it. Smile. You'll live a happier, healthier, longer life, and you can make a difference in the world around you. Thank you.